Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at a modern reinterpretation of the classic Buck Model 112, the Buck 112 Slim. Now you can get it with a box that is great for gift wrapping and gift giving. And oh yeah, knife made in the USA. That's right. For those of you who love American-made products, especially EDC American-made products, this knife is made in the USA. By the way, guys, as usual, there will be specs in the description box below. Check that out when the video is over. But not just a nice box. The Buck 112 also comes in a rather impressive looking blister pack. That's right. And as you can see, the knife is fully sealed because I haven't opened it. Well, you can get it with a black handle, you can get it with a green handle, and you can also get it with an orange handle. Now you can also get the Slim with a G10 handle that comes with black thumb studs and is quite a bit more expensive. We're not going to be taking a look at that. Let's get the blister pack out of the way, and here's the knife we will be reviewing, a nice orange Buck Slim 112. Why orange? Because I have more black knives than you could shake a stick at. And while I do love my black-handled knives, I wanted something a little bit more colorful. So here's the orange-handled version that came in that box I showed you. And just to be clear, yes, this is the 112 Slim. This is not the Buck 110 Slim. Although, yeah, on camera, it looks a little bit longer in hand, but this is definitely the 112. You still get a traditional top lock or rocker lock. But for those of you who own the classic 112, as you can see, the handle is significantly slimmer. Significantly. Well, that goes in line with the name, 112 Slim. Now, instead of a leather sheath, you do get this slightly odd-shaped, short, wide, technically low-profile pocket carry clip. But yeah, here's the thing. If you're going to make a low-profile pocket carry clip, and I've said this in a previous video, it has to be black. That way, someone can take this orange-handled knife, clip it to the top of a pair of black pants with a black clip, and that definitely becomes very low profile. Once again, there's no such thing as stainless steel colored pants. So even though technically this is a low profile pocket carry clip, You wear this at the top of your pants pocket and everyone's going to know you've got something clipped there because of the color. But okay, technically, low profile pocket carry clip. You have a polymer plastic handle with some diamond-shaped checkering, both sides. And on both sides, if you can see that, you have a tiny recessed buck logo. And again, both sides. Unfortunately, no jimping on the spine of the blade. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But the dual thumb studs are the exact same size on both sides. Sometimes with one-hand opening folding knives, they tend to be right-hand bias, as the one on this side will typically be normal size, and the one over here will be quite a bit narrower. You don't get that type of nonsense from Buck. So this is a fully ambidextrous knife. You do have a spot here, so you can actually unscrew this clip and put it on the other side. And with this lock mechanism being a rocker lock or top lock, yeah, you can easily turn this into a left-hand friendly knife. You can also do something else with the clip that I'm going to recommend a little bit later on in the video. Okay, let's open this. Now, here's the thing. When you have a rocker lock with a thumb stud, thumb disc, or thumb hole opener, the opening, you're going to have a very hard time flicking such a knife open. You're better off riding it open. Why? Because as you start to open it, it feels good, and then right about at this point, you hit a wall where it definitely feels a lot stiffer, and that's based on the lock mechanism. And then as you continue through the stiffness, yeah, it smooths out and becomes lighter. The issue is if you try flicking this open with its rocker lock mechanism, or any knife that has a rocker lock mechanism and a one-hand opening feature on the blade, you're going to hit that tension, that little bit of extra stiffness. And then if you're trying to flick it open and your thumb can easily slide off, well, this could come crashing back down on your fingers. People don't like to talk about it, but yeah, it can happen, which is usually why it's better with this type of lock mechanism, not just from Buck, but from any company. You're better off riding the thumb stud all the way open rather than trying to flick the knife open. When you do open it, unlike your traditional 112, you don't have a seamless connection between the rear of the spine and the forward portion of the lock mechanism. Now, on the 112 Slim, as you can see, there's a raised bump here and a slightly raised bump here. Now, the connection is actually quite solid, quite good, but it's definitely different than your traditional 112, where the back of the spine is smooth and the front of the lock mechanism is also smooth. And when they made up in the open position, yeah, nice and smooth. Here, you got a couple of bumps, and the one on the rear of the spine is quite a bit higher. Yeah, you can definitely feel that. Now, that's not some sort of jimping. Yeah, that doesn't work as jimping. There's no jimping anywhere on here. And I don't know why Buck chose to do that, but I will say that in terms of up and down play, side to side, there is none on my example. So no clue why Buck went with these two little bumps, but yeah, not really an issue in terms of function. Over here we have nothing on this side. Yeah, Buck 112. And partially obstructed, that does say USA. I don't know about you, but I would prefer if that USA was on this side and fully visible in the open position. That is something to take pride in. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Centered quite well in the closed position. Yeah. Nice clip point blade. Obviously unsharpened on top. Yep. Now this is going to be Buck's traditional 420 HC stainless steel. And if you're a Buck fan like I am, you know that no one does 420 HC as good as Buck. Honestly, if it's not from Buck and you see 420 HC as the blade steel, I would avoid that knife completely. With Buck, it's a different story. Definitely worth buying. And that heat treat, give you one guess who does it. Yeah, yeah. My fellow Buck fans, you know what I'm talking about. You know. Anyway, for everyone else, excellent heat treat. I will mention it in the description box below. Don't you worry. But yeah, that is an excellent heat treat. Now, there are a couple of issues. One of them rather minor. That blade length is 3 inches. But yeah, in person, because of the knife's overall width, yeah, this knife looks bigger than it really is. I mean, seriously, that blade is only 3 inches, but it looks quite a bit longer and bigger on my camera than it actually is. And that's because of the width. Normally, from other companies, a 3-inch blade, one-hander, clip carried, yeah, it's going to be, well, in terms of width, it's going to be slimmer. But like I said, this is a modern day reinterpretation of the Buck 112 that still stays mostly true to size. The only big difference is how slim the handle is. So yeah, this thing is going to be street legal in a lot of places with only a 3-inch blade length. but the width makes it look bigger. So you might accidentally scare the sheeple if you pull this out in a more formal setting or out in public. Just be careful who's around. So that's one small criticism. There is a big one, though. Sorry, guys, there is a big one. And it's rather easy to solve. Basically, take the clip completely off. Now, the big problem is not that this is called the slim and the handle scales are slim, but that clip really increases the thickness. Yeah, well, yes, it does. The clip absolutely increases the thickness where you want it to be slimmer, but that's not the problem with the clip. I'm sorry, guys, I have to say it, because I promised you early on, start of my channel, blatantly honest reviews. And it doesn't matter if I'm reviewing a knife from one of my favorite companies, such as Kershaw, Buck, or SOG. If I'm reviewing something and there's a problem, I will mention it. And there is a problem. It's the clip. Not how thick it is. Here's the problem. You've got this in hand, and I wear large size gloves. Look at that. I can definitely put all 4 fingers around the handles with my thumb on top. No problem. You might be thinking, hey, that's great. Yes, it is great. Or it would be if it wasn't for the severe, and I mean severe, hot spot caused by this clip when you bear down on the knife. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You're bearing down. No. That clip is pain. That's what it is. And the problem isn't this portion that sticks up. No. It's not the bottom portion, not completely, just a little bit. Here's the culprit right here. This top portion right here. Now, it's not exactly sharp, but the problem is because of how wide this clip is and how much real estate it takes up on the rear of the handle, when you're bearing down, oh, hell no. This portion right here, causes a severe hot spot. This is absolutely painful. Now, if you're a hardcore masochist, this is the knife for you. Absolutely. Every time you bear down on this, you get a good tight grip. You will feel pain. Now, that's going to be lessened if you're wearing gloves, but if you're not and you're just carrying this as your normal everyday EDC, yeah, you will feel pain whenever you bear down on the handle. So, yeah, this clip, I have to say it, it's a bad design. And once again, guys, just to be clear, severe hot spot. Not minor, not kind of bad, severe. So what do you do if you don't want to always wear gloves when you're using this knife? Well, here's what you do. Buck calls it the 112 Slim. Run with that. I say take the clip completely off. That's right. Take it off, leave it off. Use it as a very slim knife. It's lightweight with the polymer plastic handle. It's very thin with the polymer plastic handle with this clip removed. And yeah, that's what you need to do. And yeah, sorry guys, my camera seems to be acting up a little bit today. Every once in a while it goes a tiny bit blurry. No clue why that's happening. Well, I'm not a professional videographer, so there you go. But yeah, that's my solution for fixing the one big issue with this reinterpretation of the Buck 112. Take that clip off, leave it off. Toss this into a pocket, jacket pocket, coat pocket, maybe one of the slimmer pouches in your work bag. But yeah, I mean, it's not even really a low profile clip because it's stainless steel instead of black. And it is so uncomfortable when you're bearing down on the handle. It's just, yeah, 112 slim, absolutely. Make it as slim as possible. Get rid of that pocket carry clip. Take it off, carry it without the clip, and you have an excellent, very slim EDC 112. Absolutely excellent. Or if you really like the convenience of the pocket clip, hey, get yourself a nice custom-made, leather-molded belt pouch or sheath for it. Absolutely. But definitely keep it slim. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Overall, yes, I do recommend it. Heck, I bought 2 of them. But yeah, I do recommend it. I bought 2 of them. And yeah, I definitely recommend taking that clip off. Yeah. Respect the slim name. That's what I say. Guys, once again, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay safe out there. Yes, it's still dangerous, unfortunately. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.